Hello and welcome to the final episode of this season of the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series. In the last episode, we lost to Roma Returner, and now, on the final day of the season, only a miracle would save us from relegation, so it looks like we're all but relegated. With that in mind, we will show the season finale against the King Punks, but that won't be the main focus of this episode. The King Punks game will be nice and sped up. Then we'll get onto the matter of change reports and retirements. But first, for the final time this season, let's see the teams. This game against the King Punks is Sammy McQuiston's final ever game for Knights of Cydonia, so I thought I'd give him the captain's armband and let him start this last ever game. We line up in a 3-5-2 formation with Aratani in goal, a back three of Gorga, Roddick and Santa Maria, a midfield of Roma, Kwiatkowski, Cayolla, Tilbay and Hargreaves, and a front two of Casado and McQuiston. The King Punks have easily been the best team in this division. They line up in a 3-5-2 formation with Saunders in goal, a back three of Leighton, Nielsen and Franca, a midfield of Pavic, Ituriaga, Zhao Cao, Wincup and Davidson, and a front two of Guerra and Ribao. Let's go live to the Resistance Arena for the final game of the season. The captains are Sammy McQuiston, playing in his final ever game for the club, and Amancio Guerra for the King Punks. The referee for this game is Al Reddy, our good old friend, a good ref there. And the game will get underway any moment now, and the season finale is underway. And 13 minutes in, Knights of Cydonia have a card. Ronaldo Cayolla has been yellow carded for unsportsmanlike conduct. And here's a shot from the other Ronaldo. Ronaldo Ribao steers the ball towards the goal and gives the King Punks the lead, which could see them promoted to Division 5. Meanwhile, it is looking like we are consigned to relegation back to Division 7. 22 minutes, Ronaldo Ribao again, and it's easy for Aratani. We're zooming through this game because, as you know, it's the last game of the season and we are practically relegated already, and it's looking like a procession at the moment. And indeed, the King Punks have dominated the game so far, not allowing us a single shot on target. And as the second half gets underway, we're going to bring on Celso Mota for Jose Juan Casado. And maybe this is the last time we will see Jose Juan Casado in a Knights of Cydonia shirt. But Ituriaga is brushed outside the post. As an injury for the King Punks this time, it's their turn to get the red cross of doom. Inaki Ituriaga has been slightly injured, but he's taken off anyway for Blake Knott. So that means that we've got a chance here. Celso Mota! That is missed the goal by a metre and unable to trouble Charlie Sanders there. Now it's a free kick for the King Punks. And you know what that means? Their version of Gavril Gorga, Anti-Franca steps up and scores! King Punks now lead 2-0 and the fans in the away end of the stadium are getting that little bit more excited. And Robert O'Leary is going to replace Amancio Guerra, who's been surprisingly ineffective today. There's a card for the King Punks now, as Elliot Nielsen is yellow carded for arguing. 75 minutes in, and Christopher Davidson has a curl shot and goal, and it scores! 3-0 King Punks. Christopher Davidson has sealed a cherry on the top of the King Punks victory. And to add insult to injury, precise header of Ronaldo Ribao makes it 4-0. And that is the very last action of this season. King Punks are promoted to Division 5 after the shot from Talladega by Christopher Davidson and an excellent save by Aratani, but it doesn't matter. Knights of Cydonia are officially relegated from Division 6. It was fun while it lasted. The away fans are invading the pitch en masse, and Sammy McQuiston's final game for the club does not end with a goal. He bows out as our captain and officially prepares for life after football. So, why were we relegated in the end? Well, the truth is we were simply not strong enough for this division, which is sad really, but it's not the end of the world. We've still got plenty of time to build up the team to get our ultimate goal of getting to the very top of the Ultimate League. It's a step back for sure, but sometimes you need to take a step back to move forward, and that is what I believe we will be able to do next season. I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to both Sammy McQuiston and Bjarne Anerod for their services over the past 2 seasons, and wish them luck in their future. Now we must move on to the future. The next generation is calling for us. Given we lost, there are none of our players in the team of the week this week. The team of the week is Robert Budenauer of Roma Returner in goal, a back four Maurice Leighton the King Punks, Elliot Nielsen the King Punks, Ronaldo Sanfuegos Roma Returner, and Antero Franca the King Punks. Midfielder Ron Woodford, Real Peeps, Edward Mason, Roma Returner, Lars Ake Olsen Reaper, Roma Returner, and João Caro, the King Punks, and a front two of Ronaldo Ribeiro, the King Punks, and Amancio Guerra, the King Punks. And the manager of the round is Murphy 23, the King Punks, although I don't think his tactics were that good, but there you go, he won anyway. Final DV totals are 3 17s, 5 18s and a 19. The 19 actually on Alvito Roma because Emil Silke dropped from his previous 19 DV after the last game. But still, these DVs are incredibly good apart from Santa Maria, but you can't have it perfect. And so, here are the final standings of Division 6-39 of the Ultimate League. At the top we have the King Punks on 33 points. Roma Returner finished second on 31 points and will have to go through a playoff in order to get promotion. And I report they actually lost that playoff game 3-0, so will remain in Division 6 next season. Hard luck. Real Peeps' impressive season accumulates in a third place finish. But with only 24 points, they were miles behind the top two, and only 1 point ahead of Deportivo Celso, who finished on 23 points. Sadler City suffered a shock loss to Roma United, and so finished the season in 5th place on 20 points. However, they are safe from us, because we finished on 17 points, and we are the ones who were relegated, along with Roma United and Pakistan FC, who finished on 9 and 6 points respectively. Pakistan ended up in last place. And with that, season 30 comes to a close, and we will now look at the retirements and who is to retire next season, as well as the eagerly anticipated change reports. Firstly, Sammy McQuiston and Bjarne Anerod have both decided to retire from the game. They have simply lost interest in the game and want to concentrate more on other things, so they are no longer players of Knights of Cydonia. And we have a couple of new retirement announcements, and it isn't really good news after this season, as Halim Tilbay and Gavril Gorga have decided that next season will be their last season with Knights of Cydonia. They look forward to playing their last season for Knights of Cydonia, but after that season retirement awaits. Gutted. Gavril Gorga is our best free kick taker, and we're going to lose him to retirement. Similarly, Halim Tilbay is our second best midfielder, only behind Sergei Kwiatkowski, so he would be a big miss in the middle of the park. However, we also have a change report to contend with, so let's take a look at that now. With so many good DVs in the squad, we should be in for a good change report. Kanjaro Sonny was 8 skill on 18 DV, and he's now 9 skill. Gavril Gorga was 12 skill, but with 7 DV, he has dropped to 11 skill. That's sad, really, but he did have announced his retirement anyway. Salvador Rasted was 10 skill, but 7 DV. Yes, he drops 2 to 9 skill. Rufus Roddick on 18 DV should increase. He was previously 8 skill and had a solid season with some of his best games for the club. Now at 23 years old, we'll wait to see it. He's got up to 9 skill, so he's now 23-9. Pim van der Krees got on to 18 DV for the second consecutive season, but because he double jumped last time, he won't double jump this time, and that is correct, he is a 19-7. Aquilus Santa Maria had 2 unfortunate injuries when he could have double jumped this season, I feel. So, as a result, can he be a 19-6? Yes, he is a 19-6. So, maybe not all is lost yet. Emil Silke, 18-5, perhaps maybe 18-6 and 18-5. Ah well, double jump was a bit hopeful, I guess. Ronaldo Cayolla is likely to drop at skill at 37 years old. He was 10 skill, and he is now 9 skill, so this is exactly what he expected. Halim Tilbay has announced his retirement. He was 11 skill, now at 35 years old. And he's still 11 skill, despite dropping slightly, but you can't have everything. Sergei Kwiatkowski, 33 years old now. He was 12 skill, and he is still 12 skill, so that is great news. We keep our best midfielder intact. Sergio Calamasas was 5 skill, but now 20 years old, so he needs a double jump now to become useful, and he has. He has got a crucial double jump. Raymond Hargreaves only managed a single bar gain last season and reached 17 DV this season, but he has failed to double jump again, so he is now a 19-6 yet again. Alvito Roma came on very high form and finished on 19 DV. He was the best bet, and yet he only jumps a single bar. That is disappointing. Jose Juan Casado reached 17 DV last season, but I know for a fact he won't double. And that is indeed the case. He is now 26, so he is pretty much out of a real future at this club. Celso Mota didn't double in the end, surprisingly. Considering he had a good season, I expected him to double, but that was not the case. In the end, we gained 13 skill bars, but lost 3, indicating a skill changes total of 10 skill bars. A very good change report, even if it could be better. But before we go, we have one last thing to introduce to you. In fact, he's on the screen right now. This is our new signing, who we managed to secure about 6 hours after the change report. Meet Ray Tatau Etar, one of the best names ever for a player. Only you Bramrung Chivas to thank Dura and You Shall Not Pass have better names in Xpert 11 than this guy. And genuinely, that last guy's name, You Shall Not Pass, is an actual player's name in the game. Look it up if you want. Anyway, at just 16 years old, he will be the youngest player ever to play for Knights of Cydonia. Whether he will be a future first team player is unknown at this point, but we'll think of something. For now, Tatau Etar takes on Ocean Burke's old number 22 shirt. However, this may change before the start of next season, depending on if any players are sold. Anyway, that is it for this season. We'll see you next week where we preview the next season. Thank you for sticking with us during this season, and sorry about the singing in the penultimate episode of this season. See you next time.